So in today's video, we're going to be installing a PRL Short Ram Intake from my friend James. Let's do it, guys. I'll get some sound clips for you guys, and I'll get some stock sound clips actually, so you guys can hear what stock versus PRL Short Ram. But let's get this install going. I'll give you guys a how-to and kind of a step-by-step if you guys are interested in getting this PRL. I will link it in the bio below. Not sponsored, but for those guys who want to run PRL Short Ram, and if you're happy with how it sounds and everything like that. But yeah, let's get this video going. So, like I said earlier, we're going to be doing a PRL Short Ram Intake install. There's a little bit of controversy because a lot of people say these just make your intake temps higher and your performance is actually better with a stock intake. But I used to run one of these before, and then I gave it to my friend James, and then he got a new intake, so I got it back essentially. So it does, the noise difference is crazy, and you guys will hear it. It's actually like night and day. Like you can barely hear the little whoosh sound from the intake on the stock airbox, but with the PRL, what's it called? Short Ram Intake, it's so much better. But anyways, it's a product rundown of what you got. So you got the main intake filter here. It has a nice, kind of like heat shielding branded thing that helps mount it and everything like that. Here, I'll get you a close up of what it looks like. It says PRL, and then obviously you got the arm it connects to for the front brace, and then MAF goes in there. Then you got these tubing here with the clamps, which will essentially get rid of this whole thing here. I've seen people keep these on. It runs, there's like a tube kind of runs out underneath it and up, or no, actually just underneath it and down into the actual airbox. Yeah, I've seen people run custom piping for that to make the intake kind of like a cold air, like a true cold air, while running this Short Ram. But that's a later project. For now, we're just gonna install this, get some sound clips, and I'll try and get some downpipe clips, because in my last video, I wasn't able to get the clips. My audio wasn't well when I did the clips, so I ended up not putting the clips in the video, but I got some in-cabin noise or driving clips. So then yeah, let's go install this intake. I can give you guys, I will give you guys a kind of a rundown of how to do it. Let's actually go through it right now. So to remove the intake, let me just move my hands here. The first thing you want to do is I'm going to start with undoing this clamp here, taking this piece out, and then I'm just going to disconnect the MAF here, and then there should be a bolt somewhere holding it down. If not, I just need to disconnect this here, and then I didn't put the screw that bolts it down there back on, and then there's just a rubber grommet that I have to lift up. So anyways, it should give this engine bay a little more life and get rid of some of the plastics, because there's plastics everywhere, and then there's just so much open space, like plastic turbo inlet, plastic valve cover, all these hosing, whatever, plastic, yeah, whatever. Honda decided to cheap out on that. But yeah, let's get that installed and let's hear some noises. was actually really easy, way more easier than I expected. But here is the stock intake. Here, actually, I'm gonna pop open the filter so you guys can see what it actually looked like if my filter was dirty or not. Alright, moment of truth. You guys think it's dirty? I think it's clean. Oh, shit, that's not too bad, actually. That's actually a lie. I changed this. Oh, hold up. I don't know if you can hear that. There's an airplane passing over right. Anyways. I changed at the beginning of the year, and I have a new daily now. I can show you guys what my new daily is. If you can guess what my new daily is in the comments. For those who already know, don't say anything, please. Let some other people guess. But stop and take it out. The rest of this should be super easy. So let's get to it. Alright, I'm so stupid. Hey, wait, I'm so stupid. I didn't take out the bracket like I was supposed to. So I was like, why it's not going in, not going in? I didn't take out the stock bracket. So it should just be two 10mm bolts holding this, and then I should be able to take out old bracket, and this should be able to squeeze in a little bit more. And then I will show you guys kind of in depth of where it's gonna mount for the bracket, for the front bracket, and for the bracket on the little heat shield. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward install. I do have to get the MAP sensor from the stock intake, and then I can tell you guys what kind of tools you need. But besides that, it's going pretty good. And it's only been like 10 minutes. So let's continue. Alright, so got the stock bracket out. I'm not sure. I think we can reuse these bolts, which I'm going to do. I'm going to try at least, but James didn't include the hardware that he didn't use for it as well. But I'm going to see if we can reuse these because they are OEM bolts, nice OEM bolts. They look nice, they're not like rusted out or whatever, like discolored or everything like that. So yeah, let's go. I have to put, let me move my camera so you guys can see. This bracket here, it's gonna line up where that other one was. This should be able to shift, and then we should have a new intake. I'm hyped. I don't know if you guys are hyped as much as I'm hyped, but let's do it. But this is the stock MAP. We're gonna be putting it on the new intake. Let's do it. Nicely like that. Also to double check the O-ring on the MAP sensor. My buddy James's car had a problem with that. The O-ring was bad, so then it was causing him to have some codes. But I double checked my O-ring, it's all nice. So I'm just gonna snug these bolts up, not too tight, but tight, like a snug fit. And then plug it back in. I gotta tighten down these clamps, these hose clamps, and then we should be good to go. But overall, that was a pretty easy install. It's also my second time doing this, and also like third time taking off my intake, the stock intake, so I do kind of know what to expect. But we're gonna get that done and see how that goes. So, actually, a little trick my dad taught me actually. He's taught me actually a lot of things, and especially working on cars and stuff like that. But sometimes the regular Allen head can round out bolts quickly, or not quickly, but easier, and it doesn't have that much to grab, so you can use a Torx in similar size
So for an example, yeah, whatever. I was trying to see if I can see the sizes on here, but on the one there's no sizing, or it's faded. But yeah, the torque just has a little bit more sharper ends and can grab the edges of the Allen head a little bit better, so you can actually tighten it. Let's just say if you have a problem with it. So yeah, tip of the day. Tip of the day. And the last piece is to plug in the MAF. Boom! There we have it. Cold air intake, or hot air intake installed in less than half an hour. Would you look at that? Okay, so that wraps up the install portion of this video. I'm gonna do a first startup on this and give it a little revs. It is, I think, like 10 o'clock now, so my parents might be asleep, and I don't want to be too loud here, but I'll get some driving clips and some flyby clips so you guys can hear it. And then, yeah. Alright, let's start this car. I'm hyped. So it is kind of windy outside right now. I don't trust this camera being set up on my tripod, but I will get some drive-by clips. Hopefully the audio for the mic in the engine bay was pretty good. You guys can hear while I was driving. It's definitely louder. I'll throw in some clips of my stock intake as well. But the car's looking good. Another power mod. Let me know how you guys like this install video. It was very straightforward in my opinion. I really didn't struggle, which means you guys won't struggle that much either, so which is good.
But I did just come back from Japan. I did post that 8-bit video. If you guys haven't checked that out, please go check it out. It's pretty cool. 8-bit auto box. If you guys ever heard of it or don't know about it, still check it out. See what they have to offer. They have plenty of stuff for everybody. Just go watch the video. It says everything in there. But we're gonna be ending off the video today. I'm on this little back road by my house. It's raining. I don't really want to be out here too much with this camera because it's not waterproof. But yeah, car is looking minty in the rain. It's starting to pick up. It's been storming here like crazy. But anyways, guys, I will catch you guys later. See ya.